Hey guys, so today is my second reflection video on my time in Kenya. I wanted to give you some of the deets. Last time I talked about just how I've been treated as me based on my skin color, nationality, as a female, pros and cons. This time I'm going to talk about 3 other things, or rather 4, if you decide to bear with me. So that's going to be some pretty important things. That's food, security, as you might have seen in one of my other videos. I talked briefly about it, cost of living, and then house styles. So 4 things, and I'm excited to talk about it. Alright, so food. Food is really interesting here. It's basically like the same things we have. They have everything that we have. The foods that are different, I would say, that I've eaten so far are arrowroots, and they're kind of like, I would say, a taro. They are white, and then they have like purple squiggly things inside. They are not to be eaten raw, unlike the sweet potato that they have here. And I think they're pretty affordable. Then there's also something you've probably seen me eat is chapati. Chapati is very, very similar, or maybe the same as roti. Very good, delicious. When made warm, you can reheat it as well. Something that I've also eaten, and there should be a video on it, are indigenous chickens. These are basically chickens that have been fed well, if you will, compared to regular GMO chickens. These are chickens that tend to eat corn and vegetables and grains as opposed to fertilized foods or foods that I guess chickens don't normally eat when they are meant to just produce a lot of other chickens. So those are indigenous chickens, as they call them here. I'm just calling them that too as well. And then I would say fruits. Fruits are really good here. I eat fruits after every meal, I would say. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's just lots of fruits, probably because of the climate. Some of the fruits that I've eaten are bananas, mangoes for sure, papayas, pineapples are in season right now. There's also like this green fruit that I've never seen before. I feel like it's a hybrid between an apple and like the seeds remind me of a prune, but it kind of tastes like an apple. I don't know what it is. I will try to record myself eating one. So those are basically the foods that I've had. Oh, and also kale. So almost everyone, I want to say, has, not everyone, but those that have like a garden are usually growing kale, and kale here is very cheap and affordable, and you know, if it's in your garden, you can just pull it out and eat it. So there's a lot of kale. And a lot of things, if you're not like wealthy or anything, you're cooking off of those like portable stoves where you put it's like operated by gas and connected to like a burner and fire. So if you don't know how to like turn on a stove with fire, then it might be difficult to survive. But yeah, that's most of the food. Everything's cooked. Oh, I forgot watermelon. There's been a lot of watermelons and oranges but they're not as sweet as some of the other ones I've tried in the States. That's what I've had. The next topic I'll probably talk about is housing styles. So as you've seen, there are a variety of houses that I've seen. I've hung out in a lot of different homes from, I don't think I've been in a wealthy house, but I've been in homes of battered women that have escaped. I've been in, I think this home is a home previously owned by 2 teachers, so this is considered a moderately good home to low home. And then there are homes that are basically the street. So I'll just describe the ones on the street. Basically they're homeless, understandably, and then the ones of some of the women that have escaped abuse, they live in basically a shack, if you will. It's like metal sheets, and they just like cut open a window or a door, and there is a lady who lives in a home like that, and there's literally like no air in there, like no windows. It's very warm. It's good for the winter, probably in a cold place. So I don't know how it feels in the summer. But one of those, I've also been in homes where like it has a really great foundation and full of brick. And every home I go to has like 8 couches. Like everyone has a couch because it's a culture where people like to invite their friends and sit and eat together and share tea and share eggs from their chickens. And it's very widely spaced out. I think all the homes I've been to, no matter how kind of poor, minus the shack-like one, has a lot of couches. So that's an interesting difference. This home is a nice home, and that entails having my bed. You'll see this a lot, which is for mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are huge. You'll also notice in homes there aren't any similar things such as, what are they called? The thing where a sprinkler, there aren't any sprinklers. There are, however, these things. And to be honest, I don't know what they are. There are some homes with these things and birds are just living in them. Maybe they're a vent, or maybe it's an electrical power in and out of the house. I'm not entirely sure because not all of them have a wire going in and out of it. This you might recognize from the UK. They tend to have a power switch for when you're taking a shower. So in this room, luckily there is a shower behind this curtain. I can show you. So most people may not have doors, so this is the door. And there's the shower. Shower makes sense. It's tiled, so it lasts longer, and probably easier to clean. So that makes sense. Actually, kind of super makes sense. But honestly, the tiles feel like it's from, like I feel like I'm outside when I'm in the shower. Same with the bathroom. So right now the floor looks like that. And the bathroom looks like that. It's very much a bathroom like ones in the UK where you press the button up there to flush. Maybe it's a combination. And then it feels like outside. It feels like an outhouse, but you know, nicer because because you're inside, I suppose. So the floor does change as well, if you can see the tiling. And it's cooler out there because there's a window. And then that's about it. That's the window to the outside yard. A lot of people have makeshift curtains, no poles like we have in the United States or probably some more Western worlds, just because it's not a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some water because my throat is a little dry. Oh yeah, food-wise, I always and have been drinking a lot of what's it called? A lot of water, but filtered water and a lot of hot water. Hot water is my preference of drink, so I've been drinking that. Perfect. So we've gone through food and we've gone through house styles. We can move on to security a little bit. Security is really interesting if you've seen in some of my videos. Every door, every house, if you're wealthy enough, or even not wealthy enough, it's like kind of a war zone. Everyone has a gate, and that gate is supposed to protect you and make you feel safe. And if you don't have a gate, it probably means, or people feel like people will come in and steal their maybe crops or things in their house. Now, everyone has these really large gates, maybe 8 feet to 9 feet tall, metal, or aluminum. I guess they're all made of different materials based on how wealthy you are. And on top of the gates are prongs. I thought they were to keep animals away, but they're to keep predators, aka humans, away. And then along the house are usually pieces of glass so that, once again, burglars do not get in. I feel like in the States that's mainly for pigeons, but here it's for people so they don't steal. So that's fine. And then every gate has a lock in it. It's not an automatic gate. And I feel like the wealthier people have more doors with more gates. So for instance, here there's a gate, and then there's a lock on it, and then there's also a door to the main house, and that has a lock on it. There's an outhouse, and that has a lock on it. And then when you enter into the house, there's a kitchen, and from the kitchen there's another gate that you lock when you leave the home. And then each bedroom, no, it's just my bedroom. Okay, so this bedroom must have been an outhouse or something. This bedroom also has a lock. Originally I was like, is this door so that someone can lock me in? But no, I think it's a lock that you lock up when you leave the house, and that made more sense. Even the bathroom has a lock on it from the inside. I mean, none of them work, but I can show you. I guess it's a thought that counts. But so the outside doors have these kind of locks. So there's one on the inside. They don't exactly align. And there's one on the outside. So that's the outside hole. If you can see it. It's really dark right now, but there's one that locks on the outside as well. And then the same concept is for the bathroom. I don't know if you saw it earlier actually, but there's one here, so you can lock from the outside of the door. So I'm like, oh, someone wants to lock you in. they can. All right, so that is the second thing I want to talk about. And then the last thing is just cost of living, right? I don't know how to talk or convince you about cost of living here, but I can talk about a few things based on random things, to be fair. So a fun fact is that you can get bones for your dogs for about 200 shillings, and that'll last about a week. 200 shillings is about like a really rough estimate is about $2, but the actual conversion is $1 to 130 shillings. So yeah, that makes sense. And then today I purchased a baking pan, 8x8 casserole dish basically, and a larger pan for like roasts, similar to what they do in the UK, for about $4 and I feel like 30 or 40 cents. So once again, that's okay as well. This pan place literally like they hammer metal together, scraps of metal, and then they sell it. So they're very resourceful here, I would say. And then for if you wanted to know conversions, right now, once again, it's 130 shillings to $1. At the bank, they kind of kill you a little bit. It's 130 at the bank based on the amounts. The larger bills, like $20, $10 and above, it's 100 shillings for every dollar. And then for the lower bills, like under 10, it's 100 shillings per dollar. So it's split up by the amount of the bill. And they're really funny here because some places will not take your bill if it's wrinkled or marked. You know, in the States we like mark our money sometimes. It doesn't bother us, but I guess it bothers them here. And remember to always bring your passport if you're trying to exchange money. They want it. They're gonna scan it. That's about it. I think my only recommendation to you is you can bargain for everything and anything except for when you're converting your money at the bank. And if you want to know how to bargain or what to bargain for or prices for souvenirs, let me know, but I'll probably make a video on that anyways because it's about to happen soon. Hope that's helpful. I'm gonna end with some bonus phrases. What are good phrases? What do we talk about last time? Did we go through cat? Cat is paka. You know, hello, which is jambo, but in Kenya we say mambo. Sawa, which is good. Sawa, sorry. Sawa is it's okay. Poa is good. And then, I don't know if we learned water, but we can review it really quick. I always drink water, so I always drink clean water, maji safi, maji water, safi clean. Maji moto, hot water. Fruits are matulda. I might have taught you that last time. Matulda. Chakula is food. So if someone's done making, chakula, then you can eat it. I think we talked about that last time too. And then I think that's about it. I don't know if I've learned any new phrases. just because I've been incorporating the classic ones. There's also, I think To Come Here is like Juma, I believe. There's that. I'll gather a few more phrases next week. But that's what I have for you today on my reflections. Hopefully you enjoyed it a little bit to a lot. And I'll see you soon.